Yes, I believe
Alive.
we're live right now. Yes, sir. We're live. So, yes, officially, welcome to the first Global Entrepreneurship LinkedIn Live. And I am so excited because, should I say, we are less than 2 weeks away from the big event? And I cannot believe it
Yep.
because it felt like it was like a month away that we did that press conference right here in Lagos. And now everything is coming forth into fulfillment right before our eyes. And I'm so excited. Dr. Sumi, thank you so much for joining me here on LinkedIn. It's different, right? It seems weird
Very different.
because we are so used to IG.
Let's just thank our landlord Samuel for hosting us on his platform. I hope you're not going to pay rent after this, though.
No, no, no. You are doing a great work. We are impressed by what you're doing.
Nice one, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to roll. Yes, like they said, it feels like tomorrow. From planning something for 2 years, touring across different cities with the press conference, and right now we're about to engage our ambassadors. And it's like for me, feeling in this room, right? It's the first time I'm being on LinkedIn Live, and I'm on with the LinkedIn King and the
Okay.
LinkedIn Queen. That's what it feels like right now. LinkedIn King, LinkedIn Queen, or LinkedIn Godfather, and LinkedIn Queen. Amazing stuff. So we thank God for this session, and we thank you guys for being able to be with us. Thank you for the impacts you guys make across the world that make you to be recognized to even be an ambassador on the global platform. Once again, I congratulate you both for being the pillars. Thank you so much. Can you excuse me now? I'm fine. I see my assistant is still standing next to me. And when somebody stands next to me, it feels like they need something from me. But we're about to shoot in. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is the Global Entrepreneurship Festival live, hosted on page of Samuel G. Boyede. I just want to shoot into the excitement that our ambassadors are having currently. I don't know if LinkedIn you're going to be seeing the comments or questions so that we can also
Yeah,
have
you will see. You
our
will see.
audience engaged. Right now, I cannot see anything, but I hope that maybe you guys can see. And if Princess can see it, then she can pass those questions across. Alma, I'm gonna be starting with you. What are you feeling like right now? It's 14 days to receiving the
People
award.
are really commenting
14
seriously
days,
here. Let me chat
14
them.
days, 14 days to really, really, get engaged with different parts of the world. You're gonna be meeting another LinkedIn king from another country. Don't tell me that
Really?
there's opportunity for LinkedIn to meet other LinkedIn kings.
Oh. Am I the only one? Can anybody hear
We
Dr.
can hear you.
Sumi?
Oh, so for me, it's a bit. I think it's network.
Okay, I
No,
think Princess is frozen as well.
yeah, but we have
Yeah, I
okay.
froze.
Back.
I froze at some point, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Welcome
it's
back.
back.
Your face is
Sorry,
still.
sorry. Let me just be sure of my Wi-Fi. I want to switch my Wi-Fi quickly.
But I'm not frozen. Princess, I think you're
Am I
also
still frozen?
a bit, a bit. Also, I want to find out. Princess, you're frozen actually. Okay, someone in the comment also said it that you just froze. Oh. Anyway, good evening, everyone. For everyone joining us, this is the live session for the Global Entrepreneurship Festival. We're so excited because the event is barely 2 weeks away, and we're just here to have conversations around what's going to be happening, what we're expecting. So, in as much as the internet might not be so stable at the moment, just stay connected and you're in for an interesting session. I mean, this should be like pre GEF, LinkedIn pre GEF, right?
It is.
So,
Is LinkedIn
Awesome.
pre-GEF, my dear?
I'm
It
back.
is.
Princess,
Thank you.
It's
Princess,
LinkedIn
I'm sorry, I need
pre-GEF.
to put you on the hotspot now. What are you expecting from
Okay,
GEF?
okay. What am I expecting from
What's the
GEF?
major thing, yeah, that you're looking forward to?
The major thing I'm looking forward to at
Yeah.
GEF is to make great networks, and to completely push forward my brand and my business in the right direction. I mean, we're all there as entrepreneurs. What else are we there to do but to try as much as possible to push forward our brand and our businesses? I mean, that's the whole point.
Love you.
Yeah. I mean, you, LinkedIn Queen, what are you expecting, LinkedIn Queen, from
Oh my
GEF?
goodness. First of all, I would say I'm very excited, but I think excited is becoming a buzzword because like saying I'm excited.
Yes.
But beyond that, it's because of how events have been for me, really, right? In fact, I
Ooh.
organized events and all. So I'm looking forward to the first of all, the people that I will meet. Second is the energy, because I think another thing people miss out on when they attend events is energy. Just being in the same
Yeah.
room with certain people that have done things you want to do. I mean, people are coming from different parts of the world, different continents, people that are currently doing things that you hope to do, right? And instead of you maybe going to buy their coaching program or join their training, this is like live access to them,
Yeah.
live access to speak to them, to
Exactly.
hear what is working for them. So for me, events are just like shortcuts to people, right? So that's basically what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the concert as well. I don't think I've attended any concert in that light before. So after the seriousness, I believe we also need to we also need to have fun. So I'm looking forward to that experience. And then the sub events, is very interesting how one conference can put together various events. I mean, there are some conferences that just have maybe
Yeah.
women conference, maybe just fashion show. And here is GF telling us you guys should come and
Yeah.
feast everything together. So I think that's quite interesting. And I can't wait. 2 weeks is too long already. So, Mr. Samuel, let
Amazing.
me bring you into the conversation. What is the major
Yeah.
thing
I
that
believe.
you're looking forward to at GEF?
Uh, for me, I'm quite impressed that this is coming from us. Okay,
True.
because if you see a program of this scale, usually I don't think we've done that in Nigeria. Okay, where we are focusing more on technology, focusing on entrepreneurship, business, and trying to recognize our own people. We don't see. We travel to Germany. I just came back from UK. We program in UK. We have a couple of things that we do around the world, but this is the one that is even it seems to be the biggest, if not for entrepreneurship, and it's happening in our own
He is the
Nigeria.
biggest.
Yeah. So it's quite impressive for all the teams that have put this together. And for me, I see it as a privilege. A couple of guys I was seeing out there that it's an opportunity to meet them one on one. Then it's an opportunity to also learn from caliber of selected people. Then the program is so interesting. So there's entertainment, there's award, there's faji, there's learning. You know, you will say that it was intentionally planned.
Yeah.
You know, and my prayer is that we should get more
Yes.
than our expectation.
Yes, it
Okay,
was.
and we should be able to make everybody. You can see everybody is really excited about it. You guys, you have to come. You have to come and come. Let's talk. There's so many things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about training of AI. I can use AI to make money. A lot of things I do multiple tasks because I use AI. Do multiple things. So a couple of things that I
Yeah.
think I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn from the speaker. I'm going to even learn from the organizing of the program itself because itself is also a case study
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of expectation. There's really a lot, and I
Yes, it
think
is. It is. It's not easy.
somebody reached out to me that I saw that you're going to be speaking of this thing. Oh, how is it that this is massive? I have somebody call me like a father to me. Say, Sam, I saw you're going to speak on this. That's great. So you see that it's well positioned. Okay, it's well positioned. It's something that if you understand what branding, impact, value proposition, and driving community engagement, you want to be part of it somehow. You know, so I'm proud to be part of
Yeah.
this
Very true.
of this event.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. I believe Dr. Sumi, sir, I believe you're ready to join us now. We're just buying time. Yes, sir.
Thank
No,
you,
thank you
guys.
very
I'll try to
much.
invite as many people as possible. It's a complete. I'll
Great
try to
stuff.
invite as many people as.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, that's great. What Mr. Samuel is doing. If you're just joining us, we live from Global Entrepreneurship Festival, riding on Samuel Ajiboyede's page. Share this link to as many people because all the live sessions that we've had, Princess, you bear with me, it became a masterclass. You know what I'm saying? And you get to
Yes,
also get
sir.
the
It really did.
experiences of our ambassadors. And yes, like you all heard it, they all gave the feedbacks on what they are expecting. I said something, and I think I don't know if LinkedIn cut me off, so I'm going to say it again. LinkedIn, if you like, cut me off. I asked that question. I said, LinkedIn Queen. LinkedIn Queen, are you expecting to meet a LinkedIn King from another country? I hope they are LinkedIn babies.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? so, so, so we can start doing some LinkedIn connections, real life happening. But this just talks about power of networking,
Yeah.
and I think I will first direct the question to Samuel. And in order for me to moderate this well, I just pass the mic around. We just have about 1 minute to answer those questions, and we can have like a fireside chat, more like a chit chat about the power of connections. People would say, yes, I know him, and then nothing has really happened since I met this person. Most people have not been able to harvest connections because events like this, you will meet powerful people. And most of the time, especially this big, this magnitude, where people are coming from different part of the world, it's sometimes very hard to catch up and then to follow up and then to even harness those networks. Samuel Ajiboyede, what's your thoughts on how best people can harvest this global festival and of course follow up and harness the relationships they connect to? The mic is yours.
It's amazing that you are asking me this great question. It's always the question. It's just a mindset. People have this taking mindset. You have to have a giving mindset. See, when you are going to an event, what are the value you are bringing on board? Okay, I tell people, you see, there are people that they always are always following what I do. They always contribute to what I do, just on LinkedIn. And last week we gave 5 people job. We're looking for a job. I just pick people that have been engaging with my just employ. I just send them to the HR, and the HR employs 5 of them. I see just by communicating with what I do, I know their capacity already. I know they can deliver from your content, from your disposition, the way you engage with people, the honest way you contribute without expectation. I know you will give value. So when you are going for an event, the first thing is think about how you can also help people at the event. How do you, when you go there, the first thing when people go there, the first thing is to go and ask, oh, I need your card, I need it. Why not even start by saying, this session, tell them what you've learned from what they've done and show them that you really appreciate their presentation. Oh, I love that presentation. I feel that data-driven concept, show that you genuinely appreciate their time and what they've given. And it began conversation from there. And don't expect, okay? Don't expect. If the person is kind enough, say, oh, do you mind I have your number? See, that is the magic. When you go with all you want to do to be collecting people's number, bros, that number will not work. I'm telling you for free, that number will not work. See, I have people that have given me business that have never asked for anything. Just because of being of service. They will ask you, don't you just need it? Don't you need something? So when you're going for a program, what are you going to contribute? Even at the program, how do you want to comport yourself? If you go to a program, you look, all you're doing is just distracted. Look, ask questions. Pick up the mic, ask creative questions. Sell yourself in a way that is contributive. Don't sell yourself in a way that will distort the conversation. No. Add value to what the person has said in a more constructive way that other people will understand. At the same time, you are showing your capacity. People are marking you down, bros. And the funny thing, this Dr. Simi that I'm looking at, you don't even know where he's going to broadcast that thing to, where they're going to, he and his team go. But take every opportunity to get, sell yourself in a fair manner, not proud, not attacking people, be constructive and contributive. you'll be surprised the result. So the main problem I have with a lot of people that they have this giving that we're going there to go and meet this guy, we collect his number. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Do you think me, as a speaker so much, I don't like some compliments? You think I don't like it? You don't like, if I speak to you for 3-4 hours and at the end of the day, how you come to tell me to give you a number, you've not said anything about you have to show that you believe in what you've had. And so it's the mindset, honestly speaking, even on LinkedIn here. There are people that I wish they ask me for favor. I'm just praying, just ask me for favor, I beg. Because they've been too nice to me. If I do anything, they want to contribute. If I want to do any program, they will say no. Tell them to pay. They will say they will not. They understand the power of relationship. They understand how to nurture connection. You don't harness on connection from the first day you are connecting. It doesn't work that way. You have to build relationship. Let people see your value. Be sincere. Then give it time. You will surprise. In fact, relationship is powerful. You can keep drawing for relationship, you will never finish drawing. But if you make it transactional, it will be just once. But when you make it, and there's nobody, if you have two people that have great value in diverse ways, there's no way they will not benefit each other. Except me, I can ask anybody for favor. As long as I know I can give same favor. Okay? But I will not ask you in a favor when I have not given you any value. I've not contributed to you. I cannot just come and be taken. That's the mistake. It's just a mindset. If I go to the program, I'm not going there to go and be asking for people's number. My own is well done, good job. I love what you're doing. I saw your work on LinkedIn. I saw your work. I saw your presentation. Wow, you're having a lot of people here. Well done, guys. All I'm going to do is I say, I love your presentation. I love what you're doing. I love the way you are contributing. Please contribute. If you want us to notice anything, please don't hesitate to drop it. I'm reading the comments. You understand? So that's just the perception. But some of them are going there to go and meet you, meet this, meet B, meet Omar, meet Princess, meet all of us, and collect numbers and gather it together. And 2 weeks down the line, and start calling us. It doesn't work that way. But do you know that you can come on there, contribute to what she's doing, come on LinkedIn, write about it, recommend that, connect with her, engage with her. You see, the problem we have that the young people are not patient. They're not patient. That's the critical problem we're having. They are not patient. They want everything to happen in one night. When we were growing up, we served the elderly, we served the expert. We were ready to learn. We were ready to go through apprenticeship. There's a lot of things, but people are not even patient now. Just be too patient. See, bros, there's no way you can be of value to anybody that will not be willing to be of value to you. I rest my case.
Wow. Sir, Dr. Smith, this is truly masterclass. We've moved all from our IG lives and now LinkedIn live. It is truly a masterclass, sir. Dr. Simi, I believe you're muted.
Yes, I
Yes,
am.
sir.
Honestly speaking, I'm really trying to understand and manage LinkedIn. So what I was trying to do, as well as listening to him, was to try and share the link. I was trying to also share the link on other pages, take it to my other pages and get a link out. But it's not been easy. It's just quite funny. So I'll just ask my PA to probably just send the link to my WhatsApp. Let's get many people engaged. While I was just speaking, I was just thinking of let's share this. So if you understand LinkedIn Live well and how it works, please we
Okay,
share the
you guys
link.
can share the link with other people. We want to get more people to contribute. Guys,
Yeah,
please
so
share with other
please
people.
share the link with me, my PA, on my WhatsApp, so I can just forward because I was not
Okay, I can do that
able
right
to
away. I can do that right
do
away.
that. Alma, have you been able to do that?
That's the general link, right?
Yeah, like no, this page, like I want to like get
Yeah,
in
that's
live.
general link. That's
Oh
general
yeah.
link.
Yes, sir. Is the general link that you would post that you would
Yes.
share.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, and very strong points you made. I like the flexibility that you gave. I hope you can hear some noise from outside. There's construction going
No,
on
no,
the
no,
evening right
no, no.
now.
Everything is fine.
Oh, okay,
No,
great.
no, sir, no.
Oh, okay. But it's distracting me, so I hope my assistant can hear this as well and solve those and they are working day and night to get the festival ready. But I hope one of my aides can hear this to just pause them now so
Wow.
that we can talk. Now, thank you so much for those very strong points. And I love the fact that you gave a very easy tip, very, very easy tip to penetrate not just the speakers, but at the same time to engage other people that are going to be in the room, especially the HNIs, people you're looking forward to connect with. You know, you spoke about giving value. You've got to give value first. And I'm going to push it down to Alma. Uh, when he spoke about that value, something came to my mind. Some people don't even believe in paying for value. They cannot believe that this network thing, I'm going to jam that person at the bus stop of my house. They believe that on my way to work, I will meet Mr. Right. On my way to work or coming back from work, I will meet the investor. Or somehow faith would have it. You know, there's these prayers that we pray. "Olonje npade Alanu." So that Alanu, they believe that God is going to wake the Alanu up, the helper, and say, "Yes, today you are going to Alma Wogu's house, and your car will be driving, and your car will break down." And Alma Wogu will come out and say, "Oh my, I'm sorry, what's wrong with your car?" And you're like, "No, can I? Do you have a spare tire?" And Alma will say, "I have a spare tire." And then when you are bending up to speak the spare tire, both of you look at yourself in the eyes slowly, and then you're like, "Oh, I like you, I like you." Then they will invest in you. That's what some people are thinking. That it's going to be a coincidence, and then it happens. But Ham, tell me, paying for value, and use your experience. Why do you pay for value? Attending events, paying for conferences. Some don't understand the discipline and the importance and the value in that. Tell us about it. The mic is yours.
Okay, I think that's a very interesting question, and permit me to share maybe one story or two. So basically, early in life, I understood that there's this saying that I came to understand early, that the money you have in your pockets most times is the reason why you are where you are, right? Because some people think that they are saving money when in another case they are basically shortchanging themselves. So about 3 years ago, when I had just left the university and I was about to enter the knowledge economy, the knowledge space,
Yeah.
training, speaking, etc. And a lot of people were not doing that. A lot of people my age, they were not doing that. They were either going to corporate career, etc. And then here I was about to make this major decision for my life, for my business, my career. And then I saw an event at that time, and the event was priced 100,000 naira. I know some people that are listening, 100,000 naira might not be a lot of money for you, but at that time, it was a lot of money. I had to i- actually think about that event for a long time before I decided that, okay, I'm going to just sacrifice this money, and I went to pay. But while I was paying, right, two things in my mind, I told myself, first, I must make this money back, right? And that's another thing people don't realize when they're attending events. They don't see events as investments that they need to reap returns from. So when they go there, there's no strategic plan. I remember, I think it was 2023 when I was meant to go to LinkedIn's office in Singapore. And then I was going to spend a lot of money. And then one of my business coaches and mentors told me I should write a plan on how I hope to make that money back, right, in the first 3 months. So that alone made me very strategic. I believe that any place that you're going to, that people are paying for it, not only are they high value people, they can also pay for whatever it is you propose to them. So right there in that conference, that 100,000 naira conference, I was already going there with my strategic plan. I made that money back in multiples, right? First, because I was strategic. Second, because no matter what it is I am offering to those people there, the fact that they could easily pay that money and be there, they can also afford me, right? So this is why I pay for stuff, because if I am in places where only free people that love free things are there, if I propose anything to them, they will also ask me, is it free? So if I'm in a place where I know that you're here because you paid, and you're here because probably you paid premium, when I bring my own stuff, it will be easy, and it will also be a high value relationship, because those people understand value, so they will most likely be valuable people.
Thank you
So
very
that's this.
much.
Wow.
Thank you very much. No better way than the way you've just said it. If you pay for things, that means you can afford things. And you know what you were just talking about it right now. I just remember a real estate billionaire just spoke to me recently, and he said, "I want to be there, and I want the right exhibition booths." in the Prestige Lounge. And I'm like, no, that part is full. Why don't you call? Sorry, there's a distraction from that side. My aides should help me, please. It's just playing with
But we
my
can't
thoughts,
hear it
please.
though. We can't
You
hear
can't hear
it.
me. Go ahead. It's not
Yeah,
coming
so
out.
I've got a
Don't worry.
very
It's not
creative
coming out.
I've got a very creative mind that every
Oh, okay.
sound makes a meaning in my brain. But yes, I'll try to cope. So as I was saying, I now told him, but why are you calling me? You can as well reach out to the support services, and they can always sales can help you there and everything. He said, because I know if I speak to you, you will get me the right one where the most expensive people are. And he said that because if people can pay that much for VVIP, that's my target audience. Now,
Yeah.
what surprised me was, why is a billionaire still very concerned about target market? And now Hama just explained everything, and in such a simple way. Anywhere you go where people pay, that means they can pay for things.
Yeah.
And anywhere you go where people like freebies, they will offer you free as well. Ladies and gentlemen, take your time to ponder on those thoughts, on those powerful statements by the LinkedIn Queen, and think deeply. What is it in front of you? Is it yourself, your product, your brand, your personality, your talent, your skills that needs the right person to pay for it? Well, you've got to get yourself where people pay. I'm sure you've heard about it, the Global Entrepreneurship Festival, biggest entrepreneurship event in the world with 12 events happening live in Nigeria, on those states to be precise. Now, it's not cheap because access is expensive. Go to that place and position yourself where people of like minds are, people that you look forward to, and people that you want to engage in your business. Now, I'm going to move back to Samuel quickly, and I'm going to use the same atmosphere of conversation for Samuel in saying that being in the right room, what has been your experience and what's your most memorable, most profitable room you've been with? Let's talk practically here. The mic is yours.
Oh, thank you so much. One thing is that I don't go to where I don't pay, and I'll tell you why. You see, when I was leaving school, hmm, I told myself I'm going to live in VI. Okay, I want to give you practical experience. I told myself I'm going to live in VI. My other people were living in Ikorodu. I was also living there with Ikorodu. When I wanted to go to VI, eh, my salary cannot pay, but I told me I want to live in VI. When I got to the VI, my neighbors were MDs of banks. I know Aminis D. The first thing I did was to start teaching their children robotics. From there, I got 1D, second D. I don't want to go into the details. You need to go into the room where people pay well. That's one. As I was working, I worked a little bit. I've joined Ikoyi Club. Ikoyi Club, that time I think it's 2 million naira. Now I think it's, I don't know, the price I've paid. I paid. See, as I'm using LinkedIn, I always use premium from day one. I don't like things for free. It's a psychology that works like magic. Now, I'll tell you another scenario. When I was going to the UK, before I went to the UK with my family and all of that, I do a lot of programs. Speak, even sometimes I speak for free. But I didn't even know that some of these things will be part of the thing that would take me to the next level. And when they were asking me, oh, have you spoken before? By the time I roll out a lot of evidence of my speaking events, I had more than enough. When I say mentorship, I have more than enough. I was not doing it intentionally. It's just me. I will tell you where I'm going to. When I was going to the UK, before I go to the UK, I look at where are the places I need to be. I said, okay, I needed to be in Tech UK, Birmingham Tech. Some of these places they paid. You will see a lot of our people, they will not go there because they don't want to pay. They want to go to the free place. But bros, when you go to those places that they pay, you meet who is who. You close great deal. You meet great contacts. And you can keep, and the perception, see, some people say something. If you are closer to the river, there's no way river will touch you. If you are going to some people that have 100% knowledge about things, if your own is 150, don't be in that room. You move to 70 because you understand their psychology, the way they think, the risk they take. So I always look for. If you tell me that when I wanted to start my golf, I went online and said, where is the best, most expensive golf course in the UK? That's where I want to be. That's the way I do things. You know, it's intentional. Because I'm telling you, I will close a deal. I'll close a deal. And if you if you always want to put yourself around people that cannot motivate you, that don't have enough, you'll be complaining.
Hmm.
Because you'll be hearing complain, you two complain, all of you will be complaining, complaining. So you have to be intentional in the room you find yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Samuel, and I love that intentionality. Once again, if you're just joining us, Global Entrepreneurship Festival Live is coming up, and we're speaking to our ambassadors, and of course, our online host princess is also. Princess, I will come to you shortly, and I just want to also use this opportunity to invite everyone, but because people are listening to someone like, okay, yes, we have heard, we want to pay, we want to be among this room. Visit globalentrepreneurshipfestival.com. Tickets were sold out early, like in the first month. Guess which ticket sold out first? VVIP. VVIP tickets sold out first, and then every other thing went. We had to do a board meeting again and had to, plea and give some more reason. And of course, they start allocating more space because we want to give an experience. I want to make sure that everybody there has a maximum value. So it took an effort to extend and reopen tickets. Now tickets are reopened. Rush down back to that page. Take advantage because I can assure you it won't stay 2 days before that thing will finish up. While Samuel was speaking,
Yeah.
I something came to my mind when he spoke about staying in the right places, paying for things, getting connections, lawyer being a banker being his neighbor, and all those things. And I want to tell you something. You might be listening here. Beyond the network, beyond the banker that stays on the street, beyond the billionaire that stays next door that he connected with or he played golf with, listen to this very carefully. I also had the same principle, but I was not doing it for network. I wasn't. When I was in diaspora, I spent almost 20 years in diaspora. I stayed only in the most expensive suburbs. When I was coming back to Nigeria, the first question I asked my elder brother is, what is the most expensive place in Nigeria? And he said, I can either do Banana Island or Parkview. And I'm like, okay, get me Parkview. He's like, no, the money you use in Parkview, go and use it to, let's use it to build. I can get you a land in Mowe. When I said Mowe waiting, explain that Mowe to me. When he was explaining Baga, after Bega, we're going to Mosi Ibadan and all those things. I'm like, what? No, I would rather rent than own a property in Mowe. Two things I want to bring to your attention now. First, life is a rental itself. Life itself is a rental. I know many people who did not enjoy life because they were just saving everything to build their own house. And they died even before they built that house. And how would that experience be like? I never experienced what a good neighborhood was like because I wanted to live in a mansion in the jungle. The second thing I want to bring out is this. I did not do this because of the network. I did it for inspiration. Every time I come out of my yard abroad, the kind of cars that drives, the kind of people, the kind of children, the school they go to was enough motivation for me. I'll tell you for a fact, I didn't get the advantage Samuel got. I didn't meet my neighbor, he didn't give me any business. None of that happened to me. But the inspiration I got from the kind of lifestyle, the mentality in working with their kids in the morning, jogging on weekends, those lifestyle I saw was an inspiration for me. Sometimes even paying for the right room is not because you want to be paid from the room. It's because you want to be inspired from the room. When you get to the room when the right people are, just their presence, their conversations, what they talk about, the numbers they call, is enough inspiration for you. So like I said, you take these decisions sometimes, not because of the networks you want to have, but the inspiration you want to get from those that live that kind of life. So please, you're listening to us and you want to know who have never paid for anything. And you heard Alma when she wanted to pay her first 100K, she never afforded it. But guess what? The fact that she risked that lifestyle, it inspired her to live a life where 100,000 naira is no longer a problem for her. You sit in where you are because you've not made some move. And I'm going to come down to Princess now. Princess, tap into this, and I'm going to use you as a case study. You're pretty, you're young, and people still think I'm young. Maybe the highest thing I can ever do is a concert ticket, 5,000 naira. I cannot even pay for any mentorship. I cannot pay for anything. I cannot pay for whatever. Or I cannot even ask my parents. I wait for the day my son will ask me money for a conference. Oh my God. I so wait for the day it gets to that age. I will provide a driver. I will provide a car. I will pay for the VVIP. I will ask. I will give him everything because that's like wow. So I'm really watching him. He's still pretty young, but it's a beautiful thing. So, Princess, some people do not know that it's not just school fees. You can ask daddy and mommy. You can tell that there's a high level networking session that's happening. I want to be there. I know you've taken giant strides, Princess. I've seen you on many stages and big events across the world. Tell us, how did you do that even as you started very young? Yourself and Alma, share with us. The mic is yours. I see Princess is having a bit of a network glitch, and I wish this was Zoom. I would be able to mute her and then divert the conversation to Alma. But let's hope she can connect. Princess, are you okay now? She could, at least she can hear us. So thank you, Princess. Once you're able to be stable, are you back? I'm sure she's trying to
Yeah,
reconnect.
well, I can say that I
Okay, good.
started at the age of 10 on being on stages, actually at the age of 10. And that was like, hello?
Yes, we can hear you. We can
We
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Oof.
We can hear you actually. Continue.
Go ahead, Princess.
Yes. Ca- Can, yes, sir.
Yes,
I'm
we can.
back. I'm back. Can you
I
hear
think she's
me?
hearing us late. She's hearing us late.
Oh, okay. Can we? Is there like a? How does this work? Is there like Mr. Samuel? Have you got the control? Can you mute her for us? Okay, she's muted. Okay, great. The beautiful thing about this same question can easily relate to Alma as well, uh, because she definitely has almost a very similar lifestyle in terms of starting very early, getting into those rooms early. But now, it's the question I'm asking now is pretty different. I know it's. I don't want you to mix it for what I asked earlier. In this case, I'm asking. Let me even ask directly instead of giving you a summarized storyline towards it. How young, and I'll not use old, how young can I be before I start getting engaged, before I start even attending events, before I start aiming to get on stage? Alma, the mic is yours, and we'll wait for Princess to settle back in.
Okay, I want to confirm if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. In my case, I believe that age is just a number, right? The moment you feel that call burning in your heart, you see something, you see people talking about something, and their deep is basically calling onto your deep, just take that step, right? So it's not about your age. I remember I started attending events as young as, and not even maybe birthdays, but like conferences as young as 17. So when I was in the university, my 100 level, I would go for events, even paid ones. At least I was paying maybe 10,000 naira at that time. And then what I didn't know this was doing for me was that it was allowing me to advance faster, right? So I was seeing people speaking. I was unknowingly learning how to speak. I was learning how to network. I was gaining boldness. Now I'll talk about that energy thing because it's very important. A lot of us don't understand that we can feed on energy of other people. So I'll give an example. There was a particular day I attended a business club meeting. So I'm part of a business club, and we had a physical meeting. And then I wrote something. I was about to publish it on LinkedIn. I wrote something before that business club meeting. And then I went for the event at night. And in that business club, we have, in fact, it's a private club for top African women CEOs. And I went there. Obviously, I was the youngest there, but they might not know. And they were talking, speaking, etc. You won't believe that because of the numbers I heard those women calling, the way they were speaking, when I went back about to publish the same thing I wrote before going for that event, I started asking myself if it was me, it was the same me that wrote that thing. So what shifted? Energy shifted, mindset shifted. Why? Because of the people I surrounded myself with. right? So the more we wait for a particular age, the more we shift our um, tendency to shift, basically, or transform. So imagine if I kept saying, oh, maybe when I'm 25, when I'm 30, I will join this business club or attend this type of event. Then that shift that would have happened to me while I was 20, 18, it would wait for me till at 30, right? And I'll just be wasting time. So I feel like events where people are gathering, people that you look forward to, people that are currently living your future, when you see them there, get in there because you would accelerate your steps towards getting to where they are.
Amazing stuff from Orma Wogu. And listen carefully, she said, the more you delay your participation, the more you delay your transformation. Yeah, that's deep, man. Your life, you're listening to us, and you're wondering why this guy is talking about, and why am I feeling this beat in my heart so heavily? Maybe you've been delaying. You have been delaying. And sometimes you believe that, yes, I can do this virtually, I can listen to them virtually, and I can hear the knowledge virtually, and I will implement virtually. Go to my page, or I think it's not live yet, but go to our YouTube page on AYE Assembly. You would find the topic I spoke about, access. And you would understand that beyond virtual meetings, there is a key importance to real life and physical meeting because of access, and you understand the power of access, how to get it and how to use it was what I spoke about. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Global Entrepreneurship Festival happening November 22nd to the 24th. That's the weekend of the Global Entrepreneurship Week. Don't miss it. Opportunities are crazy. The more I don't even know how to explain it right now, but Princess is back and I see her network is now stable. I want you to enjoy that same question. We're beginning to wind down. So right now, when I unmute my
Yeah.
mic, that is a signal that give me the mic back. So for my panelists, once you see that I unmute my mic, I'm telling you, give me back my mic. Now, Princess, the mic is yours. I hope you still remember the question.
Yes, sir. I still remember the question actually.
Go ahead.
I hope I'm audible this time around. Yes. So yeah, by privilege, I can say that I was privileged enough to grace stages at a very young age, at the age of 10, actually. That was I emceed my first huge event at the age of 10 in front of a crowd of about 600 people. And that was actually where my public speaking journey started. And that wouldn't have even started without the mentorship and the help of the Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka. He was the one who groomed me up from the platform called the Vision of the Child, and that is actually one something that I would say that needs to resonate with everybody. The power of the power of networking is so important, and that is why platforms and events like the Global Entrepreneurship Festival is so important, because you never know who you can meet in a room. Just like Mr. Samuel said, value is not cheap. That is why people pay for events like this. You can't see and have a one-on-one session with CEOs, with billionaires, with company makers, with pace setters, just freely and have a very comfortable discussion. I don't know if anybody who is listening to me actually got that. That is why events like this are.
Internet.
Yes, I think that happened to I again. And
Yes. So yes, because of the power of networking, I was very, very young, and I understood that I needed to brush up my public speaking skills. I was a child where oof, hello.
yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, am I back?
Yeah, you
Yes.
are.
Yes, I'm back, thankfully. So this is just going to be very short. Like I said, the power of networking and power of paid events is very, very important. I was 10 years old and I realized at that very young age that I'm I'm different. I need to surround myself with people who I can take from and also can give, because no one can just take and take and take the knowledge. You have to learn how to give, and that is what I learned at a very young age, gaining knowledge from powerful people, from important people around me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. The beauty about physical meetings and about meeting princess at the festival is
Yes, sir.
no
Thank you very
network.
much. I hope you heard the last part of what I said.
Yes, yes, I did. We did hear you, and I'm just telling everybody that they're gonna hear you live and direct. You engage with them at the festival. No network glitch is gonna be happening because they're gonna be catching up with you live. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome once again. We'll be rounding down shortly. We've got about some couple of minutes left, but we're still gonna touch about 2 points. I promise to make sure that you get the strongest point out of our best, our finest entrepreneurs from across the world connected to you right now, live on LinkedIn. Now, you're wondering, entrepreneurs in this room are talking about something. Different entrepreneurs across the world are talking about Global Entrepreneurship Festival. And now, what I say is, who are you? Are you truly a business person? Are you truly an entrepreneur? I said it and I say it here now. I got live on LinkedIn that if you're not at the Global Entrepreneurship Festival, you're not an entrepreneur. I said it. It's that definition. Global Entrepreneurship Festival. It's where we are. People, movers and shakers of this world, making things happen. Global speakers. I can't even. I don't know. I don't want to try to mention names. Is it from Jeff
Yeah.
Hoffman? Is it from Vusi Tembakwayo? Is it from? I don't want to start. If I enter into the naming zone, you would think I'm rapping. Go to the website and check the list. Do you know that the wait list alone of speakers as at yesterday when we check 176 wait list, not attendees, people applying to speak from all over the world on that stage because they know that that's where they should be, and it's going to be trending live during the Global Entrepreneurship Week. If you are at home worrying about your problem than here solving your problem, what do you think is best? I leave that to you to think about. I'll go back to Mr. Samuel right now, and I'm going to just ask, um, for you, the theme of this event is poverty eradication through entrepreneurship. And I want to ask beyond boundaries. I want to ask because you would see events. I've heard it before, and I think this is a good platform to address it. Oh, you hear? Oh my God, it's so funny. Right now, let me just say this before I say what I'm about to say. I used to be so upset with an ignorant mind. I use the word foolish because there's a lot of foolish and stupid people that you encounter in this entrepreneurship journey. And I used to be so upset. I can't stand it. I have zero tolerance for stupidity. But right now, I appreciate every stupid person I meet because I realize that they have a colony. So if I can change one stupid person, it's going to go back into this colony and try to change them. So, I hear some conversations and I'm like, really? You really don't know what is behind? I'll help you now by allowing Mr. Samuel touch on this. And what is it? You've heard people say, oh, they're organizing events, they're just making money. These events, it's not just talk, they are talking in conferences. I'm sure some of you have heard that before. I don't know if anyone has heard that before. Like, oh, what are they doing in such a conference? Oh, JITES is so expensive, they're spending billions on that. What are they really doing there just to go to events? Samuel Hajiboyede, enlighten and open the minds of those that their
Yes, I want to
minds
get it.
closed.
I really want to get down to the question. I'm trying. So what's the question? Is it? I can't really
The
pick the question.
question, the question here is, what do you have to say for those who look at an event and feel this is a waste of money? Putting up together this networking event, this conference, it's just talk. For us, it's a waste of money. How do
Hmm.
you open up their mind to understand the back end of events? That's the question.
The truth is, it's just a mindset thing. You need to be hungry for knowledge, hungry for networking, hungry for sharing, because you see, like if I look my life as a case study, when I remember when I went to Harvard, I went to borrow the money. I went to loan it from the bank, and the bank wished they could dash me the money. I remember when I went to borrow money from my MD when I started working to do my PMP. He waived it. He said, "No, they don't, Sam, there's no need. Just take it." Because just like what you said, when your child walk to you and asks you for knowledge, he's not asking for a shoe, it's not asking for a wristwatch, it's not asking for phone. It's asking you that I want money to go and acquire more knowledge. It's just understanding. It's a psychology. if you're somebody that can do anything to get knowledge, there's no way you can fail. Okay? There are two primary things that we need to be successful: seeking for knowledge and execution. If you have a way to, because whether you like it, there are some people that will go 10 years attending seminars and they will never execute anything. That's not the people I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are intentional. Go there, learn for everybody, and practice and execute what they've learned so that they can also see the results. So most time, people are not, they don't understand the power of knowledge. You know, so some of us, like, we still stay online, pay to different platform to learn one or two things to add to what we have, what we know. And that's the easiest way to make money. You can be an event, somebody will just say one single word that will change your life. Somebody will say one single thing that will change your business. Somebody will just address something that will open your mind. So there's so many times that I remember when I started real estate, our portfolio of real estate, we started like somebody just advising me from a program. So that is how life is. Even when I started logistics, I went to a program in Silicon Valley, where they bring all the CEO around the world, just similar to this, a pay program. And when I was paying, I remember some of my people were saying, "Why are you spending so much money?" The guy that wrote my recommendation today, I met him in that class. You know what I'm saying? The guy is a billionaire in dollars, sorry, in pounds. You know what? See, there is no better place to meet. It's in a place where people are separated by money, by some kind of payment. Because if it's not being paid for, you will see everybody. People will not value it. But when it is a bar that's being raised, we can be sure that the kind of people that will cross that bar will be people who appreciate knowledge. So the truth is that a lot of people, even the Bible says, it says that people are perishing for lack of knowledge. So the major thing is people need to understand the power of knowledge and know how to convert it. So the only thing is that you need to be first check, is this knowledge good for me? We're talking about poverty. We're talking about businessmen that are going to talk about it. You're going to people, and there's a lot of knowledge to be learned across the board. You're going to learn knowledge about business, you're going to learn about social media, you're going to learn about branding. So the thing is too much. There's also a networking section. So I like the fact that the program cut across everything. So there's no way, if you're paying that little amount of money to get influence, to get knowledge from your people that you appreciate, I don't think it's a big thing. It's just a mindset thing, and that is why you see that people who are doing very well today, go and find out, they are people who seek for knowledge. I am telling the truth. If you go and see people, you see, they asked Elon Musk something recently in an interview that there's nothing that he has done that he doesn't. He said the most important thing is to be able to read. If you're ready to dip your mind day and night to read about that thing, you will succeed. And if you need to get an expert from everywhere, bring along with you to do the job, you will succeed. So it's how determined are you to seek for knowledge? That is what is more primary. Are you really determined to seek for knowledge? Are you ready to pay for anything to seek for the right knowledge that will take you to your next level? So the major problem we are having is that people have not seen the impact of knowledge. They've not begin to use most of the knowledge they've learned to affect their life, execute it. But for me, it's just a mindset thing. You can't be telling me and you, or telling anybody here that you need to go and have more knowledge. With the trend, the way things are changing so fast, before you close your eyes, everything has changed. With the way things are changing every day, so you need to hear from the kingmaker, you need to hear from the trend maker to tell you, okay, this is the trend, and this is what. See, Ross, a lot of people you see that are struggling is lack of knowledge and lack of skills. How those skills come? It comes through learning, through seeking, through different ways. And one way is not enough. See, let me tell you, sometimes experts, the only way you get them is to listen to them when they speak. Unfortunately, they throw out their secrets. You see, if you want to get somebody to talk, give him a speaking topic around that thing. You will not know when you will speak everything beyond the boundary. You will learn everything from it. So this, you guys have put a lot of guys strategically for this purpose. They will come and spill it out. They like talking. We like talking. That's how we be. We'll talk everything. And the guys, those who are smart, will be quiet patiently and pick out the very vital point and go and execute this thing. And they will be successful. It's as simple as that, bro.
Thank you very much. It's as simple as that. Words of Samuel Ajiboye, the amazing point that he made. That yes, event just helps you. There's a bar, and I've always said it, that events perceives your network. It just helps you do the work. It has already sieved them. And yes, I'm going to pass the same this time around to Arma, and I'm still going to ask you back end because you've also organized events. And like I said earlier, people do not know the value, not even of attending now, of organizing events. They say, oh, this government wasted money. Dubai is wasting money on events. Rwanda is wasting money on events. From a back end angle, you've organized events. How would you translate their understanding? The mic is yours.
Okay. I think this is a conversation that needs to be had because a lot of people think that organizing an event is just another way to make money or increase your revenue. But they don't know that most of the times what they are paying cannot even what they are paying is not enough even for the conference sometimes. Speakers, food sometimes, venue. Oh my goodness, you see a lot of from the back end now I can see that people that organize events really have a cause that they are pushing, right? So if somebody is putting out their weights, their energy, coming live, I mean, there are a lot of things we could be doing to speak about something. There is a cause that we are pushing because it's not about money. Your ticket, I can boldly say that your ticket cannot, your ticket money would not, is not big enough revenue for us to now come and feast on it. Because I've been there, I've done it before. And I've seen that most of the times, for example, last year, Light Conference, a lot of my money had to go into that conference. People were paying for tickets. But I mean, how much can come out of that? So for some people thinking that, oh, maybe the organization or the organizer wants to make more money from the back end, I know that I am even praying for GEF as well for supplies and even partnerships because I know there is a lot, right? However, because of the cause, the end poverty cause, I think that this is a very timely initiative, especially because now a couple of people, for example, somebody that might not have paid for a ticket, sometimes it could be the person saying, oh, I've not finished eating, I would like to come and be paying for event, etc. But you never know the shifts that can come out of you being present in a particular place. I believe that most times when we pray to God, God, my next bread, my next level, God would answer you by giving you hints to be in particular places, to connect with particular people, because people have access to information, they have access to resources that are responsible for your next level. God cannot carry you and put you in your next level. He needs to position you in the places where those people that are there are capable of doing that thing to you. Briefly, one of the major aspects of my businesses was birthed because of an event I attended. So this was how it happened. We were networking. And then I went to the man and I was speaking to him, oh, this is what I do. And then he asked me a question, which is related to my business. But as then, I had not launched that side of the business. And when he asked, in my mind, I was like, okay, I've not started doing this thing now, but it's a possibility. When he asked the question, do you also do blah, 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 blah? And I said, oh my goodness, I can do this thing. That was how a new business venture started, and that is even more high ticket than the normal one that I do, right? So I could have been praying for my next bread, not knowing that it is in this place that I have to be. So first, event people are not there to get your money, they are basically pushing a cause that can help you. And second, you never know if an event is an answered prayer to that thing that you have been crying to God about. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And of course, thank you for keeping to time. You heard it. I deliberately asked the question about the back end of events to change the mentality of those who think that the events are organized for the organizer, not knowing that events are organized for you. Now, listen to this. Done events for many, many years, over a decade, and I'll tell you something as we begin to wind down. Listen, events is the only tool I can use to trick my network in meeting you.
Sure.
Event is the only tool I can use to trick my network to meeting you. It's the only tool Omar can use for a network to meeting you. Samuel can use to meeting you. There is no way on earth you can meet me, Omar, Princess, and four of us, our friends, if not for events. Even if they come to my house, you can't come. Even when I go to their house, you can't go. And it's just a way that we use to expand it. And we expand that network, and somehow, because you are in the room, you've got their attention. I've always said that when you're in the room, see, the beautiful thing about wealth is that when you're in the wealthy room, they can't differentiate you anymore. The moment you're in that room, you are considered rich. So always making an effort to be in the room, even if you're wearing slippers, even if even if you're wearing t-shirt, if it's your last t-shirt, they will think you're trying to be simple. I love the wealthy place. Once you enter, even when you're wearing t-shirts, there was an hotel that I stayed as well like that. When you look at everybody, they were just dressing down. And that hotel, I didn't take two pairs of shirt, only one. But I'm like, you know what? For me to even be in this hotel, I'm paying this amount of money. They will already think that I just want to wear that shirt.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's the hotel, is the room that covered my secret. Please, guys, Global Entrepreneurship Festival, do not miss it. But you will not hear that from me. I'm going to allow Samuel, Omar, and Princess give you their final words by telling you the reason why they decide to go and why you should not miss it. Samuel, let's start with you, sir. Sorry, I think you muted. You can unmute your mic. Thank you.
Sir, you're muted. You're
Yes,
muted.
sorry. So, for me, I always want to be in a place where you find the best. Okay. When you see the people coming, the selected, the intentional about the program, I I need to be there. It's as simple as that. If you price yourself with your brand so high, you always want to be where things are on the high side, where people are intentional about the brand. So if you're thinking about your brand, thinking about building visibility, I think you should be there. Why are you not there? Then for me, that's one. Secondly, I'm going to meet other speakers. I'm going to meet other great guys that are coming from different way, because there are different programs. There are musicians coming. I'm going to also enjoy myself. I actually pinned that day, that is the day that I'm coming to Nigeria to enjoy myself. So I'm going to full fledged. So I'm coming to enjoy myself. I'm going to learn, ask questions, you know, meet people, learn more, see how we can also make money, learn more skills. There's so much to learn. Truly, is that you cannot say it all, or you cannot say it all. You cannot really say it all. But if you are somebody that is intentional for knowledge, intentional for value, you will always find one. So I'm very optimistic.
Wow. Thank you very much for your closing statement. Princess, you've got, yeah, probably 30 seconds to 1 minute. Why are you going and why should I not miss this event?
I am going to learn. That is it. I'm going to get knowledge that I can use to give out. To be very honest, Oma asked me that question earlier during the live, sir. That so what are you expecting? What is your reason for going to GEF? And I said, as an entrepreneur, what else are you going to find at a global entrepreneurship festival than to go position your brand, network, and come back with more contacts and more connections? That is it. And why I would say that you should go, you should attend, you should not even miss it. You're right, sir. If you don't attend the Global Entrepreneurship Festival, you're not an entrepreneur. To be very honest, because entrepreneurs know that whatever they put their money, there is risk. We are risk takers. To be very honest, paying the amount of money to go for a paid event is also a risk. And you are, for you to actually say you want to pay this and you are confident that I'm paying this money, this I'm taking this risk, it means that you know you are definitely going to get more back. So yes, sir, as an entrepreneur, you have to learn how to be a risk taker,
Yeah.
and that is
Thank
what you will
you.
learn and more at the GEF festival.
Thank you very much, Almo. LinkedIn Queen. Yes, why are you going? This is different from what are you expecting. Why are you going? And why should I not miss GEF?
Okay. Before that, there's someone in the comment that said this is an interesting event to attend. How I wish I was in Nigeria. Probably we can also address his own address his comment afterwards, so we don't forget. For my case, right? Why am I going? I'm going because briefly, based on my past experiences, there's always been a new version of myself that I step into after an event because of the people that I met, right? So one of the major or one the major person I'm looking forward to meeting at GEF is the next version of myself. And I believe that people are the ones that hold access to the resources I need to become that person, the access I need to become that person, right? And the information I need to become that person. We're praying for next levels, next levels. And I believe this is an answered prayer. That's why I am going to GEF. Apart from the whole concert thing, I talked about it. I've never attended a concert in that light, but that's the major one. Then I have other sub reasons.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, guys, for your time.
Ah,
Thank you for your
um,
investment. And see Princess with dancing. Princess, you can mute your mic. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you on stage anyway. Maybe we'll get you on stage with Femu Kitty or with Tenny, Makanaki, with Haja from Sweden. There's Ajna from Sweden. There's many, many. You see, tonight, I don't want to mention names. You're an entrepreneur. Go and search for yourself. You don't even need to find the website. Just put it
Yeah.
on Google. Biggest entrepreneurship event in the world. Put it on Google and see what pops up. Now listen to this. I'll give my own closing statement as well. Let's start from that person who says that not in Nigeria. The most powerful events I've been in my life are destination events because nobody's rushing. The
Yeah.
who is who of this world, that is where you best get them. If you don't meet them on the conference hall and you don't meet them at the dinner table, you find them in the elevator. If you don't find them on the elevator, come down in their breakfast session, you feed them, meet them in their hotel room. You meet them at break in yes, in their hotel where they're having breakfast. They have time for you and they have time for themselves. They think differently there because they have set their mind towards that cause so they can easily connect with you. Why? You might think, okay, I can't afford it, I can't afford it, maybe whatever. I once spoke to somebody and I said, somehow I feel you can't afford success.
Hmm.
Oh my
I feel
goodness.
you cannot afford your vision.
Wow.
Some of you are carrying a big vision and you can't afford it. You keep saying you can, then why are you carrying that vision? Drop it. Because what you are carrying needs the right network, needs
Yeah.
the right influence, needs the right reference. Dude, you got to pay to get there. That payment does not mean tickets, it does not mean event ticket, but
Yeah.
sometimes it means travel tickets. It
Yeah.
means paying with your time, it means paying
Mhm.
with what we are doing right now. And lastly, you may ask me, why am I going to the festival? This will be my own closing advice before I give you a bonus that every ambassador is here giving you guys is a gift. I'm actually going to plead and remind them again of that gift. But this is my own closing. When I thought about it, Princess says she's coming to learn. We've heard I'm coming to network, I'm coming to find a better version of myself. But mine is simple, very simple. I am not ever going to be absent where the world is present. Never. Over my dead body. Will I ever do that? Never. I can't afford to take that risk. If it's in law, our only is you. Go and
Yeah, yeah.
translate it or find
We have to
go and
go to
find.
the trend.
Please tell
We
us
are
the
the
meaning.
trend
Tell us
maker.
the
We cannot be like,
You can't be
you know,
left
you
behind,
cannot
bro.
go against the wave.
So if you want to be left behind, if you can afford to take that risk, well, sit at home. But if you cannot afford to, globalentrepreneurshipfestival.com. What is it that we are using to say bye to you guys? Do you know that ambassadors, our global ambassadors, are sponsoring people with 50% discount? They are paying 50% of your ticket. I don't know if they've announced it. I don't know if you know about it, but I saw Alma's announcement. Every ambassador are committing to sponsoring their own network, their own followers. They have their GEF code. Tap into their network, follow them, go to them in their comment section, tell them, Samuel, I want to be there. Please, can I use your code? Oma, I want to be there. Can I use your code? Take advantage of the fact that you're following the right people. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot of preparations to make for you to have a memorable experience at the Global Entrepreneurship Festival, the biggest entrepreneurship event in the world. I love you guys, and bye bye to all our guests. I will see you all at the festival. Thank you so much, everyone. It's a great 1 hour, 15 minutes spent with everyone. Bye bye.
Bye. See
All right.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. See you everyone at the Global Entrepreneurship Festival.
Bye. See you, princess. Someone is